There are lots of ways to beat a drug possession. Today we're going to go over like the top 3 ways that we defense attorneys get rid of these charges. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to challenge the state's proof of actual possession. Look, just because the cops find drugs around you, that doesn't mean they can prove that those drugs are actually yours. They've got a higher burden than that. Let's say drugs are found in the center console of your car. You have a passenger, maybe you have somebody in the rear seat. Police don't really know who possessed those drugs in the glove compartment or in the console or in the trunk. They're going to have to take a guess at this. What they'll probably do is say, okay, you're the closest person to the drugs, or this is your car, therefore you're guilty of possession. But that is not the law. Florida law says mere proximity to drugs without more doesn't make you guilty of possessing those drugs. The prosecutor is going to have to come up with what we call independent evidence that those drugs were yours. Like, do they have fingerprints? And I doubt they do. Did you confess? I doubt it. Did your passenger tell the police that those drugs were yours? I hope not. Any of that is going to get them over the hump and they can prove possession. But let's just say they can prove that you possess the drugs. We still have ways to beat this charge, because another element we like to challenge is an attack is what we call the knowledge element. For example, let's say you're returning home from a trip to Jamaica and your friend asks you to hold on to his luggage while he uses the restroom. This is a good call because you don't want your nice luggage rolling around on a dirty bathroom floor, do you? I don't. So I respect this whole maneuver. You're sitting outside with your friend's luggage. As luck would have it, drug dog comes along, alerts on the luggage that you're in possession of. Much to your surprise, TSA opens up the luggage. All kinds of drugs in this, just like the dog told them would be there. Now, you are guilty of possessing the drugs. Nobody else is possessing this luggage at that point, but the state must also prove knowledge. And you had no idea what your friend stashed in his luggage. And lack of knowledge is a good defense to a possession charge. It's not just luggage. It can be borrowing somebody's car. You get the point here. I've told you 2 ways that we beat a drug charge, and I've saved my favorite, by the way, for last. My web people told me, oh, go with your strongest stuff up front. People will watch more, engage them up front. No. I'm not listening to them. We're doing our own thing here. I'm saving the best for last. This is my favorite. Listen up. If the state's got possession, if the state can prove knowledge, we don't even care. That is not a problem, because we can still beat these drug charges by challenging the stop, by challenging how the police found the drugs in the first place. We challenge the search, we challenge the seizure. Technically, we call these Fourth Amendment issues. And the way this works is pretty simple. If the police find drugs by searching your car, searching your pockets, searching your purse, all of this without your consent, they can only do this if they have probable cause or if they have a warrant to do it. To see how this works, let's go back to our original example of drugs found in the center console. What right did the police have to search that center compartment? Why did they pull the car over in the first place? If that was not legitimate, the drugs found in the car get thrown out. We get to challenge the stop of your car. I had a drug case a while back where he stopped my client because he didn't have a rear view mirror like attached to his windshield. Well, guess what? You're not required to have a rear view mirror in the center of your windshield. You can have 1 or 2 on the side. You don't have to have anything in the center. We got those drugs thrown out of court. That was a bad stop. I had a client once who was pulled over for squealing his tires. He had a nice car. It had a big engine. Who wouldn't want to squeal him a little? It happens. But without more, just a little squeal, that officer had no right to stop that car. Lots of drugs in that car, all of it thrown out. Now, obviously, if you're going to squeal like you just won the Daytona 500, okay, this is not going to work. I'm just talking a little squeal, not all smoke and what have you. But you get the idea. I could go on and on about this stuff. Anyway, if your possession charge happened in Central Florida, that is where my office is. That's where I've been defending drug cases since '93. That's where I'm recording this video right now. And I hope that you'll give us a call. Let's see if we can help you out with the case. I thank you for watching and take care.